time. Let's go. All the talk, all the hype, but the pastest prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. Here's Harris to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mixon. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mixon looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And now the Raiders actually going to line up here to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. They'll run on first down. Bush, he's to the 10, and all the way down to the 5. First and goal, Bush. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Dances by him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Six-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down, Mixon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Operating from the gun, Mixon buying time to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Looking to throw on second down. Mixon finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Cunningham. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. When you don't see this often, a quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Bullock good on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The return man is Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Play action. Mixon. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Cunningham looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. James. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Now Bush on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Reggie Bush. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.